Boom shakalaka, boom. What's going on, everyone? Welcome to day 351 of 365. What's happening, everyone? Deuce Pesic here, Chief Technology Officer of ND Pesic Group, right here in Tallahassee, Florida, baby. What's happening, everyone? I hope you all are having a great week. It is Wednesday, height of the week. I hope you guys are crushing it. Quick little story. Had just recently went to my local Walgreens and got me a Starbucks coffee and proceeded to chat with the lovely older lady behind the counter. She sees me there all the time. Someone was giving her a compliment as I walked in, and just as she was walking away, I made sure I said it loud enough that that lady was right. You are always a very, very nice lady, very attentive to your people. God bless you. Thank you for all you do. She got all giddy and stuff, and it was really nice to see. And we got into talking, and it was like, and she was telling me that she thinks that the lady is from corporate office. And I told her, I said, it's very rewarding to have somebody from corporate office stop for a moment to pay you a compliment, because many do not, and she's like, really, and I was like, yeah, in my travels, I've, when I don't want this to sound egotistical or arrogant, it's just a cold hard truth. When it appears that once people found out what I was doing, the projects I'm working on, the ways to make the world a better place, people raise their eyebrows, and all of a sudden they become judgmental, simply because I have big goals and they do not. So I told her I was always met with someone being intimidated by my intelligence, that they found a way to get me out. And they did. Okay, that's fine. Told her about my Shark Tank experience. I worked for another pharmacy type store, and told her that I was fired because I took care of covering my shifts and everything to go to the Shark Tank audition. And she was like, you were fired for that? I was like, yeah. Simply, this is after 8 years of working for that company. But I proceeded to tell her that, listen, it's all mindset, right? Two options. If I didn't go, I would have had a job at a place that I hated working. Or the second thing is, if I didn't go, the other thing, which was a lot heavier of a burden to carry, which was that regret I would have every morning I'd wake up and say, what if? Right? That's no way to live. You got to take chances, take calculated risks, invest in yourself, and do what you got to do. And she was like, wow, I can't believe that they fired you for that. And I said, well, it was tough at that moment, simply because didn't find work for over a year. Nobody was hiring, and it led me to live out of my vehicle, which is not a problem. She's like, wait, you're still living out of your car? I was like, yeah. And she's like, oh my God, no. And I said, you see, that right there, what you may find difficult may not be difficult for somebody else. And I had told her, I said, listen, it's the mindset. I said, I've never ever shed a tear for the position I put myself in, ever. Every night I go to bed fucking happy, elated, because I have a goal to achieve. Because once we hit that goal, our lives change for the better all the way around. I said, however, every day I do cry, but it isn't for this. It's because I see where my future leads, and it's fucking glorious. The things that we're looking to accomplish, the people we're looking to positively affect, the network that I'm working towards acquiring as far as my circle of influence, and not to mention the most important one, which is my inner circle of the people that I want to bring on board for us to do these great things. And she looked at me and she was like, wow, that's a lot of people can't do that. I said, they can, they just choose not to, right? Because they look on the adverse effects as opposed to the big picture. That's who I am. That's what I'm about, ladies and gentlemen. So anybody have any sorrow or pity for me, you're wasting your fucking time, because it's fucking glorious. Now, on that same note, even the people that I reached out to make that phone call to a superior that can help. Like this one guy, I asked him to make a phone call. He laughed in my face, said, don't ever fucking come to me with this ever again. And this is like a manager, you know? And I just thought that was so egotistical and arrogant that you wouldn't even step forward or even have a discussion about it. Flat out just shut it down. So that's another person who's, you know, worked at their job for 30 years and does not want to be associated with anything risky. Hey, that's fine. The thing is that if I ask you for help and you don't, I'm never going to ask you for anything ever again. And don't ever expect to put your hand in front of me to shake my hand, because all the respect is gone. So that's just how it is. Stand firm, speak your truths, be bold with your convictions, take risks on yourself, and always remember this: it takes a lot of courage to be brave. Okay? So if once you cross that threshold, there's a lot of weight that's going to be taken off of your shoulders to focus on what's important. So much love to you guys. Thank you again for joining me, and always remember, we are one people, one earth, baby. Cheers.